Join us tonight as the Academy at Charlemont goes up against Deerfield Academy. The historic 65th season of Western New England's award-winning high school quiz show continues tonight. As Schools Match Wits.
The members of the Massachusetts Teachers Association are working together to ensure that all students have the resources they need to succeed. The MTA, 180 years of commitment to the public schools and colleges our communities deserve.
You step up on the block, there's all this noise, and then you dive in and you're under the water, and it's just you and the dive. It's go time.
Good evening and welcome to As Schools Match Wits, coming to you from the campus of Westfield State University. I'm your host, Beth Ward. Once again, high schools from throughout our region are going head-to-head in qualifying matches to see who can score enough points to finish in the top 8 and compete in this season's championship tournament. In tonight's matchup, we have the Academy at Charlemont going up against Deerfield Academy. Let's meet the teams, starting with Deerfield Academy, coached by Forrest Reed.
Hi, I'm Jasper Gruel. I'm from Deerfield Academy and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm John Wu and I'm a senior at Deerfield Academy.
Hello, I'm Charles DeSorsi and I am a sophomore at Deerfield Academy.
Hello, I'm Davin Park. I'm a freshman at Deerfield Academy.
And for the Academy at Charlemont, coached by Neil Gay.
Hi, I'm Ivan Harder, a senior from the Academy at Charlemont.
My name is Lucas Takala Cutler. I'm a senior at the Academy at Charlemont.
Hi, I'm Coco Gamzi-Boudier, a junior at the Academy at Charlemont.
Hi, I'm Fallon Paxton, a senior from the Academy at Charlemont.
Let's take a look at our current top 8. You can see that we do have 3 ties, but the position is determined by the margin of victory. So we shall see how the rest of this season shapes up, and let's see what happens tonight. As we do each week, we start off with the challenge round. Both teams will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 10 points each. All right, good luck to both teams. Here we go with the first question of the evening. Luzon, spelled L-U-Z-O-N, is the largest and most populous Charlemont.
The Philippines.
The Philippines, yes, it is the largest and most populous island in the Southeast Asian nation. All right, let's move on to the next question. Based on the presence or absence of inherited antigens, ABO is a classification system of what? Deerfield.
Blood.
Blood, yes, that's correct. Spell the U.S. state whose capital city is Madison. Deerfield.
Wisconsin.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. I have to go with the first answer that I hear. All right, Charlemont, can you answer the question?
Wisconsin.
Yes, that is correct. All right, Deerfield, tough break, but I did ask to spell it. All right, let's move on. Which of Johannes Kepler's 3 laws of planetary motion state that the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the sun at one of the... Deerfield.
First.
Yes, with the sun at one of the 2 foci is the first law. Very nice. The Battle of Yorktown was the final battle of which war? Deerfield.
The American Revolutionary War.
Yes, that's correct. What Shakespeare play includes the characters Prospero, Miranda? Deerfield.
The Tempest.
Yes, Caliban and Ariel is the Tempest. Nice. Sine of 30 degrees is equal to? Deerfield.
1/2.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Let me finish the question. The sine of 30 degrees is equal to the cosine of what first quadrant angle? All right, Charlemont, can you answer the question?
60.
60, yes, that is correct. Santiago is to Chile as Deerfield.
Sao Paulo.
And let me finish the question. Santiago is to Chile as what city is to Argentina? All right, Charlemont, that gives you the chance to answer.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires, yes, is the right answer. In NCAA track and field, name the event in which an athlete throws a heavy spherical ball. Deerfield.
Shot put.
Yes, it is the shot put within a 7-foot diameter. That's correct. The point closest from the sun in a planet's complete orbit is called what? Charlemont.
The perihelion? Perihelion?
Perihelion, yes, very nice. The letters TBH are a texting abbreviation for Charlemont.
To be honest?
To be honest is correct. How many degrees is the sum of the interior angles in a pentagon? Deerfield.
540.
Yes, that is correct. Which of the following African countries does not border Egypt? Libya, Sudan, or Ethiopia? Deerfield.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, yes, that's right. Listen carefully to this literary line. Good morning, said Bilbo, and he meant it. It's from the book The Hobbit. By what author? Charlemont.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yes, that is correct. What popular board game can be described as follows? Try to be the first player to get all 3 of their pawns to your first. Deerfield.
Checkers. Stop. They say like stop. Do it. Go. It's like go.
I'm sorry, time is up. Let me finish the question. Try to get 3 of their pawns to your home space, but watch out, other players can get sweet revenge by sending each other's pawns back to their starting point. All right, Charlemont, can you answer the question?
Sorry.
Yes, sorry is the right answer. At the hospital, the PA took my medical history, performed an examination, and helped diagnose my illness. Now, in that sentence, Charlemont.
Physician's assistant?
Yes, that is correct. Is the PA, physician assistant, is the right answer. The development of the telegraph and Morse code took place during which of the following centuries? Was it the 1700s? Charlemont.
1800s.
1800s, yes, that's right. Name the capital city of the state of Oregon. Deerfield.
Portland.
No. Salem.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I had to take the first answer that I heard. All right, Charlemont, that gives you the chance to answer.
Salem.
Salem is the right answer. What mathematical constant is the ratio of a circle's circumference? Deerfield.
Pi.
To its diameter. Yes, that's right. Listen to the sentence. Jupiter and Venus are by far 2 of the most luminous planets in the Earth's sky. Charlemont.
L-U-M-I-N-O-U-S.
You knew I was going to ask how to spell that. Very nice. Nice job. You are correct. Finding Dory was a Pixar animated film that featured the tagline, an unforgettable journey she probably won't remember. The film was released in theaters in which of the following years? Was it 2006, 2011, or 2016? Charlemont.
2016.
Yes, that is correct. And that marks the end of our challenge round. Let's take a moment now to meet our team from Deerfield Academy.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie from Westfield State University. We asked the team from Deerfield Academy, what makes a teacher great in your mind?
In my mind, a great teacher engages with the students.
I think a teacher's passion for lifelong learning makes them great.
In my mind, a great teacher is thoughtful, creative, and artistic.
I think a great teacher is both empathetic and patient at the same time.
Let's move on now to the first lightning round of the match. Each team will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 5 points each. Buzz in, answer correctly, you win 5 points. Answer incorrectly, however, your team loses 5 points. Well, you certainly should say, I think I can for this round. Each answer contains the letters C-A-N in that order somewhere in it. You have 90 seconds starting right now. Region made up of Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. Charlemont.
Scandinavia.
Yes, that's right. Grand, Zion, and Bryce, for example.
Canyons.
Charlemont. Repeat, please.
Canyons.
Yes, that's correct. A smooth brown nut similar to a walnut. Charlemont.
Pecans.
Not quite in time. Pecan is the right answer. A severe tropical cyclone. Deerfield.
Hurricane.
Yes, that's correct. Popular Mexican vacation destination. Deerfield.
Cancun.
Yes, that's right. A water bird with a large throat pouch. Charlemont.
Pelican.
Yes, that's right. Home planet of Star Trek's Mr. Spock. Charlemont.
Vulcan.
Yes, that's right. A container for holding water on a hike. Deerfield.
Canteen.
Yes, canteen is correct. A person seeking election to public office. Deerfield.
Candidate.
Candidate is correct. What NHL team is based in Montreal? Deerfield.
The Montreal Canadiens.
Canadiens is correct. Fabric on which many oil paintings are created on? Deerfield.
Canvas.
Canvas is right. What did nimble and quick Jack jump over? Charlemont.
A candlestick.
Candlestick is right. A house that has nothing in it might be this. Charlemont. Vacant is the right answer. To withdraw or disavow a statement. Deerfield.
Decant.
Recant is the right answer. Erie, Suez, and Panama are examples. Charlemont.
Canals.
Did they get that in time? Yes, they did. Canals is correct. And that marks the end of our first lightning round. Time now for the capitalization round. That's where teams get the chance to pick a category and a point value. They'll need to answer a qualifying question first before they can continue on for points. Now, if they fail to answer that qualifying question correctly, their opponents will have the opportunity to capitalize and get those points. All right, at the moment, Deerfield, you are behind. Not by much, though. That does give you the first chance to pick a category and a point value. What's it going to be?
Math and science.
30.
Math and science for 30. Here we go with your qualifying question. What is the common term for a solution of sodium chloride dissolved in water?
Salt water. Salt water.
Yeah.
Say it. Salt water.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. All right, Charlemont, can you capitalize?
Saline.
Please be more specific.
Saline solution?
Yes, saline solution is the correct answer. Let's move on, more with scientific terms, beginning with the letter S for 10 points each. First, what is the name of the field of study that measures and interprets electromagnetic spectra as it interacts with matter?
Stoichiometry.
Spectrometry.
I'm sorry, I have to take the first answer I hear, which is spectroscopy. All right, let's move on and try this one. What is the term for the fundamental state of matter characterized by relatively low energy particles packed closely together in rigid structures with definite shape and volume?
Solid.
Yes, that's correct. Here we go with this one. 4 states of matter are observable in everyday life: solid, liquid, gas, and what?
Plasma.
Plasma, yes, that's right. Nice job. All right, Charlemont, your turn for the first time of the evening to please pick a category and a point value.
We'll take social studies for 30.
Social studies for 30. Oh, we have a video qualifier for this one, so please take a look at your screen.
What's up, guys? This is Chris Murphy with the Boston Red Sox, and with your qualifying question. In 1961, the same year as the first episode of As Schools Match Wits, Red Sox legend and Baseball Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski played his first game for the Red Sox. Let's see what else you know about the year 1961. The 23rd Amendment of the Constitution was ratified on March 29th, 1961. To qualify, what group was allowed to participate in presidential elections following the enactment of the 23rd Amendment?
People in Washington, D.C.
Yes, that is correct. Let's move on in this category. More about constitutional amendments for 10 points each. First, which Bill of Rights amendment begins with these words? No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury.
5, right? 5th?
5th, yes, that's right. Which Bill of Rights amendment guarantees the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed?
Second.
Second is correct. And finally, try this. Which Bill of Rights amendment states excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted?
7.
It's actually the 8th Amendment. All right, Deerfield, once again, your turn.
World events for 30.
World events for 30. Oh, you have picked the Westfield State University entrance exam question. Answer the qualifier and all the category questions correctly. Your team wins an additional 10 points. All right, good luck. Here we go. In 1858, a series of debates took place in the state of Illinois between 2 candidates. Stephen Douglas, a Democrat, faced off against what Republican
Abraham
candidate?
Lincoln.
Yes, that is correct. Let's move on. More about the Lincoln-Douglas debates for 10 points each. First, how many debates were held between Lincoln and Douglas between August and October of 1858? Was it 5, 7, or 9?
7.
7 is correct. Espoused by Stephen Douglas as part of his popular sovereignty stance, what doctrine held that the people of federal territories should decide for themselves whether their territory should enter the Union as free or slave states?
Freeport.
Yes, that is correct. And finally, despite being the lesser-known challenger, Lincoln's strong performance in the debates transformed him from an Illinois lawyer into a nationally recognized figure, leading up to his election as U.S. president in what year?
1860.
Yes, that's correct. Very nice job. You answered all of the answers correctly, so your team wins an additional 10 points for the Westfield State University entrance exam question. Nice job. All right. Once again, Charlemont, please pick a category and a point value.
We'll take literature for 30.
Literature for 30. Here's your qualifying question. Take a look at your screens. Name this Dr. Seuss story that begins, "The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day."
The Cat in the Hat?
Yes, that's right. Let's move on in this category. Name the classic children's book that opens with the following lines for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, "Where's Papa going with that axe?" said Fern to her mother as they were setting the table for breakfast.
Charlotte's Web.
One of my favorites. Yes, that is correct. Here's the next one. "It was a dark and stormy night."
A Wrinkle in Time?
Yes, that's right. And finally, when Mary Lennox was sent to Misselthwaite Manor to live with her uncle, everybody said she was the most disagreeable looking child ever seen.
The Secret Garden.
Yes, that's right. Nice job. Okay, Deerfield, once again, your turn.
Arts and entertainment 30.
Arts and entertainment for 30. With your qualifying question, take a look at your screen. This educational children's television series made its debut on PBS Kids in 2015. It involves a cat who sets off on a backyard adventure and learns about the great outdoors. Name this TV show.
Nature Cat.
Nature Cat, yes, that's right. Let's move on in this category. More about animated TV shows from 2015 for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, this animated superhero series made its debut on Disney Junior in September of 2015. It features the team of Owlette, Gecko, and Catboy. Name the show.
PJ Masks.
Yes, that's right. Based on the series of books of the same name, this TV show features a fictional prehistoric world inhabited by hybrid characters that are part animal and part machine. Name this show.
Which sound? Does this sound right?
Dino Robots.
Close. Dino Trucks is the right answer there. All right, finally, let's try this. Originally created in 1958, these three brothers reemerged on television in August of 2015 as a singing group. Name this show.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes, that's right. Okay, Charlemont, once again, please pick a category and a point value.
General knowledge for 30.
Last of the 30s, general knowledge for 30. To qualify, take a look at your screen. What is the base 10 equivalent of the binary number 11011?
15.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. All right, Deerfield Academy, can you capitalize?
27.
27, yes, that's correct. Continuing with binary to base 10. Tell me the base 10 equivalent for each binary number I give you for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. Here's the first one. 10001.
17.
Yes, that's right. Here's the next one. Tell me the base 10 equivalent for 101010.
32. 42. 42.
42 is correct. And finally, tell me the base 10 equivalent for 6 ones.
15, 21, 31, 63.
63, yes, nice job. Deerfield, once again, it is your turn.
What's math and science 25? Math and science 25.
Math and science for 25. Here we go with your qualifying question. Grab your pens for this one. If two angles are supplementary and one measures 35 degrees, what is the measure of the other angle?
Supplementary. That's 180. 145 degrees.
Yes, that's right. Let's move on. More with angles for 10 points each. Keep those pens handy. First, if two angles are complementary and one measures 20 degrees, what is the measure of the other angle?
70 degrees.
Yes, 70 degrees is right. If one angle measures 120 degrees, what is the measure of its supplement?
60 degrees.
60 degrees is correct. And finally, this one's for 5 points. If one angle measures 17 degrees, what is the measure of its complement?
73.
63.
73.
17.
73.
73, yes, that is correct. All right, Charlemont, once again, please pick a category and a point value.
We'll take world events for 25.
World events for 25. To qualify, Cusco, Peru is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the Western Hemisphere. It dates back to approximately the 11th century. The city once served as the capital of what empire?
The Incan Empire?
Yes, that's correct. Let's move on in this category. More about the city of Cusco for 5 points each. First, with an average elevation of over 11,000 feet, Cusco stands high in what mountain system?
The Andes.
The Andes is right. And now for 10 points each, often referred to as the lost city of the Incas, this famous site of Incan ruins is located about 50 miles northwest of Cusco. Name it.
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu is correct. And finally, in 1983, the city was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In that sentence, UNESCO, spelled UNESCO, is an acronym that stands for what?
United Nations
Educational
Society.
Parts of that were correct. However, the answer is United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. You got part of that. Nice job. And that marks the end of our capitalization round. Let's take a moment now to meet the team from the Academy at Charlemont.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie from Westfield State University. We asked the team from the Academy at Charlemont, are you the type of person that takes notes or do you just wing it?
I take notes on absolutely everything.
I love taking notes, but personally, I prefer to paint them.
I take extensive notes, but only in classical Latin.
You know, this morning I was like, what a wonderful question. Because I feel that notes block us in. And we need to express ourselves freely and truly, which is why I've never taken notes in my life.
Let's move on now to the final lightning round of the match. Each team will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 5 points each. You know how this works. Buzz in, answer correctly, you win 5 points. Answer incorrectly, your team loses 5 points. Well, you'll need to be a fast reactor in this round. Each correct answer will begin and end with a letter R, as in the word reactor. You have 90 seconds starting right now. Synonym for thief or burglar. Deerfield.
Robber.
Robber is right. A male chicken. Deerfield.
Rooster.
Rooster is correct. Profession of Eminem, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne. Charlemont.
Rapper.
Rapper is right. Term for a bird of prey or a species of dinosaur. Charlemont.
Raptor.
Raptor is correct. Household appliance for keeping food cold. Charlemont.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator is right. Golden breed of dog that likes to play fetch. Deerfield.
Retriever.
Retriever is right. Material used in making automobile tires. Deerfield.
Rubber.
Rubber is right. Any device used to capture sound. Deerfield.
Recorder.
Recorder is correct. Type of adjustable chair produced by Lazy Boy. Charlemont.
Recliner.
Recliner is right. The Euphrates is one. Charlemont.
River.
River is correct. Security person at a national park. Deerfield.
Ranger.
Ranger is correct. In arithmetic, the amount left over after division. Deerfield.
Remainder.
Remainder is correct. Animals that are said to pull Santa's sleigh. Charlemont.
Reindeer.
Reindeer is right. Of or relating to a parallelogram with 4 right angles. Deerfield.
Rectangular.
Correct answer is rectangular. Sharp blade typically used for shaving. Charlemont.
Razor.
Razor is right. Profession of a NASCAR driver. Charlemont.
Racer.
Racer is right. Grim occupation of the personification of death. Charlemont.
Reaper.
Reaper is correct. Ah, that bell marks the end of our last lightning round. It also marks the end of a very close, very exciting match. That was one of the most exciting matches that we've had so far this season. Wow, fantastic job to both teams. And, you know, as part of the regular season, it is all about the points. So Congrats, Charlemont. You have cracked the top 8. So, job well done. You can see there are also some ties in the top 8. Well, the position is determined by the margin of victory, and we still have several matches to go to finish out the regular season, so we shall see what happens. We want to thank both teams for a great matchup tonight. To see this season's roster and for more information, be sure to log on to our webpage at nepm.org, or you can look for us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm your host, Beth Ward. Good night, and be sure to tune in again next time as Schools Match Wits.
The members of the Massachusetts Teachers Association are working together to ensure that all students have the resources they need to succeed. The MTA, a diverse union of education workers committed to the public schools and colleges our communities deserve.
You can see the difference from the first couple of minutes that you walk onto this campus. You realize that it's not just a campus, it's a community, it's a family.